The Marriage of Joseph by Louis Ginzberg. The appearance and the speech of Joseph made so deep an impression upon Asenath that no sooner had she reached her apartment than she divested herself of her robes of state, and took off her jewels, and put on sackcloth instead, strewed ashes upon her head, and supplicated God amid tears to grant her pardon for her sins. In this manner she spent 7 days and 7 nights in her chamber. Not even her 7 attendants were permitted to enter her presence during the time of her penance. The morning of the 8th day an angel appeared unto her, and bade her put away her sackcloth and ashes and array herself in state. For this day she had been born anew, he said, to eat the blessed bread of life, to drink of the cup of life immortal, and anoint herself with the oil of life eternal. Asenath was about to set food and drink before her guest, when she perceived a honeycomb of wondrous form and fragrance. The angel explained to her that it had been produced by the bees of paradise, to serve as food for the angels and the elect of God. He took a small portion of it for himself, and the rest he put into Asenath's mouth, saying, "From this day forth thy body shall bloom like the eternal flowers in paradise, thy bones shall wax fat like the cedars thereof, strength inexhaustible shall be thine, thy youth shall never fade, and thy beauty never perish, and thou shalt be like unto a metropolis surrounded by a wall." At the request of Asenath, the angel blessed also her 7 attendants with the words, "May the Lord bless you, and make you to be 7 pillars in the city of refuge." Thereupon the angel left her, and she saw him ascend heavenward in a chariot of fire drawn by 4 steeds of fire. Now she knew that she had not been entertaining a human being, but an angel. The celestial messenger had scarcely departed, when a visit from Joseph was announced, and she hastened to array and adorn herself for his reception. When she washed her face she caught sight of it in the water, and saw it to be of such beauty as never before, so great had been the transformation wrought by the angel. When Joseph came, he did not recognize her. He asked her who she was, whereto she replied, "I am thy maidservant Asenath. I have cast away my idols, and this day a visitant came to me from heaven. He gave me to eat of the bread of life, and to drink of the blessed cup, and he spake these words unto me, I give thee unto Joseph as his affianced wife, that he may be thy affianced husband forever. And furthermore he said, Thy name shall not any more be called Asenath, but thy name shall be City of Refuge, whither the nations shall flee for safety." And he added, "I go to Joseph, to tell him all these things that have reference to thee. Now, my lord, thou knowest whether the man was with thee and spoke to thee in my behalf." Joseph confirmed all she had said, and they embraced and kissed each other in token of their betrothal, which they celebrated by a banquet with Potiphera and his wife. The wedding took place later in the presence of Pharaoh, who set a golden crown upon the head of the bridegroom and the bride, gave them his blessing, and made a 7 days' feast in their honor, to which he invited the magnates and princes of Egypt and of other countries. And during the 7 days of the wedding festivities, the people were prohibited, under penalty of death, from doing any manner of work. They all were to join in the celebration of Joseph's marriage.